Hello, DJ from FanMed Podcast. Today's action figure wish list: top 5 Mcfarlane DC Multiverse Villains figures. How's it going, everyone? So, anyone who listens to the show knows that one of the big things we talk about is collecting. We're all big collectors. As far as the toys go, it's mainly just me, though. I do most of the plastic stuff. Chris does a little bit. Sean, not so much. So, in order to get the action figure talk out of my system, I figure I started a new series. We're going to call it Action Figure Wish List. And I figured every episode I'll go through, 3 to 5 figures for a particular line that we want to see. So, when I first came up with this idea, I had a list. And then Mcfarlane had a bunch of reveals, and it knocked a bunch of stuff off the list. So there's some stuff I wanted to put on here, and it's already coming out, so I had to kind of rework it. But figure let's start with, so anyone who doesn't know, the DC Multiverse figures are probably my favorite action figure line right now. A couple main reasons. Number one, they're, I don't want to say easy, but they're more obtainable than some of the other ones. You go into a store, you usually see the pegs stocked well. New characters keep coming in. Unlike Star Wars Black Series, I know in my area, it's nothing but Lando and Grief. You can't get anything else. Also, with the Master of the Universe Masterverse figures, that slowed down quite a bit too. So Mcfarlane's like the one that, if I go out and about in the weeks, I can usually find new stuff, which is great. Other thing, which is awesome, is Mcfarlane so far has kept the price point down. They're keeping him at the $19.99. Most places, your Black Series figures are $25 now. Masters figures are $24. The wrestling figures are up to $23, even at Walmart. So Mcfarlane's kind of kept it affordable. And then also, it's Mcfarlane. That's not kid. He makes great toys. They've been doing it since the start. And you always get a really nice mix of stuff. From, you get weird stuff that you never thought you'd see. Hellbat, Batman, and just cool things like that. So, for today, let's go over villains. These are, they're also all characters I like. For certain ones, I have a specific look, but that's all debatable. So let's just get the character out. So number 5. For number 5, I'm going with Sinestro. I would say probably your best bet is to either get a Rebirth or like a Blackest Night Sinestro. I would prefer the Yellow Lantern costume as opposed to the old Sinestro with the black and blue collar thing. You could do that after. You could do it as a gold label for an exclusive or something like that, but I love Sinestro. Have to have a Sinestro figure, 100%. Number 4 is Catwoman. Now, you do have a Catwoman figure out as part of the Batman movie line, which is Zoe Kravitz. I want Jim Lee Catwoman goggles, 100%. There's an animated series version that's out there in the DC Direct line, but I want a good goggles Catwoman. My favorite Catwoman look by far. Number 3 is the one that's kind of a little off the reservation, Cheshire from Young Justice. She's a character that has permeated all of the seasons so far. She's a very cool character. It's always nice to have more female characters because it forces them to do more body tooling and stuff like that. So she has a very unique look. You can't reuse a lot of parts. And I would love to have Cheshire to put next to, my Batgirl figures and things like that. I think she'd look really, really cool with, the mask and the sculpt that they could do on the robe and everything like that. Super cool character. Okay, number 2, Mr. Freeze. You always have to have at least one big name Batman villain on all these lists, it seems. I have 2, but Mr. Freeze is awesome. I don't care where you pull the Mr. Freeze look from. I just don't want Arkham. I don't like the Arkham one for some reason. Any of the more modern day stuff, especially the way Ken Lashley draws Mr. Freeze is amazing, but anything besides Arkham and obviously Schwarzenegger would be 100% fine with me. And number 1 character I would want a figure for, Captain Boomerang, the new 52 Captain Boomerang. Classic Captain Boomerang is cool too, but new 52 with the beanie and the big crazy sideburns and stuff like that, and the trench coat, super cool looking figure. I mean, they haven't done anything from Suicide Squad yet, so we don't have a Captain Boomerang at all. For some reason, I don't know, I just always really liked Captain Boomerang. I think he'd make an awesome figure. It'd be an awesome addition to the line. Okay, so there you go. So there's quick and dirty. Once again, our top 5 action figure wish list for Mcfarlane. We have Sinestro, Rebirth New 52, Black Knight, however you want to do it, just Yellow Lantern costume Sinestro. Catwoman with the goggles, has to have goggles. Number 3 is Cheshire from Young Justice. Number 2, Mr. Freeze, anything but Arkham Asylum. And number 1 is New 52 Captain Boomerang. It'd be super cool. So, everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to listen to the audio show, Fan Men Podcast, anywhere you get your podcasts, Apple, Amazon, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, we're pretty much everywhere. And follow us on Twitter at FMen37. Appreciate everyone listening. Be sure to check back, and let's do some more of these. These were fun. So, see you next time on Action Figure Wishlist.